Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to talk about Mulan, the 2020 version. The one that came out this year, the live action one. So, just to be on the safe side, I'm just going to say spoiler alert warning. If you haven't seen the original version, and if you haven't seen the live action version yet, this will be spoilers. It will contain spoilers. Because they're practically the same plot. Some of the things are executed differently. So just warning you. That said, I was hesitant of watching this movie. Excuse me. Because with all the controversy with them, where they were filming, and then, like, not successfully them filming in, like, China, but exactly, like, concentration camps, and that the actress who played Mulan, making some statements that turned a lot of people off, including me. Like, really? Even if you supported that, you could have shut up until, like, after your movie came out. So I was kind of hesitant in watching that movie because of that. But Mulan was like one of those few live action adaptations that I was excited to see. Because Mulan, as I stated in my stream yesterday, my Kingdom Hearts 2 stream yesterday, that Mulan ties in second place, and I'm talking about the animated version. Both versions, movies, I'm referring to the animated version. So my favorite my Mulan comes in second place for me, tying with Beauty and the Beast, and as my second favorite Disney movie of all time. And I know it's like a Chinese story, how a woman goes in the army in her father's place to fight the war, and essentially she does. I enjoy that. So when I thought they were not going to put it into a musical like how the original Mulan was, a part of me was kind of bummed out because "Be a Man" is one of my favorite Disney songs of all time. But I was okay with that too, because, like I said, it's been a Chinese story for longer than any of us has been around. So I was like okay with them changing the feel of it, from musical to more of a action pack, and because it's different interpretations of the same story. And I was okay, essentially, with them not bringing in the cricket or Mushu. With that said, I do enjoy, because there's not really much where I can review that I may not do a review on this original. But I do enjoy how in this version they made the Emperor not really useless. Like when I mean useless, I mean like defenseless. They didn't make him defenseless like they did in the original version. Yeah, the fighting was kind of unrealistic, but I was kind of prepared for that anyways. Like, okay, even before I heard the fighting was unrealistic, I expected, okay, since this is also a Disney movie, I'm expecting the fighting to be unrealistic. And there's no way you can run and slide on walls. What I do enjoy also is that they had it where the father said, because it was back in the time when the men were warriors. That's how men had gave honor to their family. I said they fought in the war. Well, the daughters were matched. That's how they brought one honor. And Mulan pretty much said, "Yeah, I'm not going to go with tradition. I'm going to be the first woman in our culture to do the man's part. You're welcome. You're welcome." And I've heard some people criticizing that they showed young Mulan before I saw the movie. I mean, was showing young Mulan really necessary? Probably not, but like I said, I personally was okay with it because based off of an old Chinese story, so different interpretations. So I was okay with that, and I do like how they implemented that Mulan, you need to hide your chi because that chi only us men has it, and then once she finally shows her chi, her spirit, her energy, because that's what chi means is energy. It's when she was pretending to be a guy. And she was practicing. And she kicked the guy's butt. And I thought that was pretty funny. I was mad, though, that she didn't not go with Ping. Excuse me. And I know I was saying I'm okay with, it be slightly somewhat different than the original Disney movie. Because the actual story of Mulan it's been around longer than I've been alive. Longer than anyone who might be watching this video has been alive. Like the story, not the actual Disney movie. So, but since it was a Disney version of Mulan, I was hoping to see Ping in there. The name Ping. No. I was sad about that. And the bad guy was replaced. The original, the Disney villain was replaced by a guy who was wanting revenge on the Emperor. I don't remember the reasoning. Yeah, my cat's behind me. I don't remember the reasoning why the villain of the animated movie Mulan wanted to conquer the nations and stuff like that, or capital Emperor City, Imperial City. But in this version, he wanted to get revenge on the Emperor for killing his father. That was his whole plan. And there's this witch that wanted everyone to be looking at her as an equal. And the reason why they don't see her as an equal is because she's a witch. She has magical powers. And that's why she's evil for the most part. Towards the final, because when the witch and Mulan meets is when Mulan was pretending to be a guy. And for argument's sake, because I don't remember the guy's name that Mulan's went with, I'm gonna go with Ping, because the first one I'm used to. So the witch said, "Who are you?" "I am Ping." "I'm gonna ask you again. Who are you?" Because that was a damn lie. She says her middle name again. And she said, "Well, okay, bye, bitch." And then that was the scene where she decides to stop being a guy and be her true self, be a girl, and let her true self come out. And I do like how they were training. They did make a few nods to the Be a Man song. I was like, yes, thank you. This might not be a musical, but thank you for at least making a few nods to the actual song. My favorite song of the entire movie. Thank you. It was, thank you. I was really happy. That was one of my favorite parts. And so after Mulan refuels herself, she gets expelled from the Imperial Army like the original. Then she realizes that Then she talks to the witch, saying they'll never accept you. And she said, "No, I will. You will be proven wrong." And essentially she does, because she goes back to the Imperial Army, saying, "We need to beat Han. The battle that we fought where, yeah, I reveal myself as a woman, not a guy. Yeah, the witch told me that that battle was a diversion. We need to go to the Imperial Palace." And the leader of the the leader of the army, the Imperial Army, was saying, I shouldn't believe you. You disgraced me and the Imperial Army." And then some people said, "I believe in Mulan. So do I. I believe in Mulan. Yep, 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 yep. I believe in Mulan. I believe in Mulan. You believe in Mulan. I believe in Mulan. We believe in Mulan. So why can't you believe in Mulan? We should believe in Mulan. She risked everything to come here. She risked being killed just to tell us, please believe Mulan. Mulan is innocent. Even though she was pretending to be a guy when she was a girl. Please believe Mulan. I hope you guys like that little musical number. So pretty much after that, and keep in mind that was not a musical number in the movie. Like, there was literally no singing involved in the movie. But pretty much after everybody said we believe in Mulan, the person in charge of the Imperial Army said, "Well, yeah, since your loyalty is unquestioned, you're gonna lead us to the Imperial grounds to rescue the Emperor." Then the final battle happens, and then the good guys win. The Emperor says, "Fa Mulan, you have rescued us. Would you be so kind to join us in our ranks?" And Mulan says, when I was in the army, there was like, we were chanting these three pillars. And one of them was truth, honor, and I forgot the other one. I can't join you at the moment. To fulfill those, I will have to go back to my family and ask for forgiveness. And everybody was like, "Oh!" when she respectfully refused. She makes good on the getting her family's forgiveness, and then the people from the Imperial Army comes around saying, "Mulan has brought honor to this village, to the army, and to the to your family. The Emperor begs for you to reconsider," and the movie ends there. Will there be a sequel? Maybe. Will it be with the actress who played Mulan after some of her statements? I highly doubt it. But yeah, I enjoyed this movie. I mean, yeah, I still ultimately, if you were to ask me which one I enjoyed better, both were good in their own right. But I prefer the original, only because the "Be a Man" song. That's like the winning factor for me. It's that "Be a Man" song, and the Mulan in there had more facial expressions than the Mulan in the movie. Like, even when she's fighting, she goes like, where's my lightsaber? She goes this. See what I'm doing with my face? Like, no facial reaction whatsoever. But Mulan was like, spin around, attack, like, she had more expression. That was like one of my criticism towards the movie. It's like, oh my god, like, you could easily be doing facial expressions. The most facial expression I see you have was you were interacting with your sister, Mulan. Because in this version, Mulan has a sister. And literally, I feel like that's really like the only time when we saw like more than like a blank or her trying to be a strong, determined woman. face. I was like, are those two the only things you can portray when you're not with your sister, with your family? But I also have that criticism. I don't really have any actual criticism towards the movie itself. It was good. Do I recommend you guys watching it? If you're a fan of the story Mulan, then yes. If you're a fan of the Disney movie, the original one, maybe. But if you're a fan of the story Mulan, then yes. So yeah, I would give the live action Mulan a 7 out of 10. A 7 out of 10. It was good. It was enjoyable. But it wasn't at it wasn't in my but I enjoy the animated Mulan movie more. And sad to say, the fighting in the animated Mulan movie was a bit more realistic than the live action one. So, if you guys seen the live action Mulan, what do you guys think about it? Do you guys like it, dislike it, or anything about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you guys later. And have a wonderful day, and be kind to one another.